Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the stream tonight. We are here, ready to rock with our Frost Mage. A bit more to do this week with delves, dailies, getting all that good stuff done. Wanted to jump on tonight. Won't be a super long into the night stream, but we will make some progress here on the character and, of course, keep getting some gear. Keep getting some stuff done. Ooh, coffer key shards. Always good to see on the map. Ooh, a couple of them. So we got some quests to do for sure before we get started here on some delves tonight. 4 left to do for the week and some outer world activities to clean up. So we are looking across the map. Looks like there's one delve to get done that's got a quest attached to it. Noble, what's up, man? Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Been a little bit, been in our little transition trying to get stuff set up here, but hoping you're doing well, having a good week, getting some gear. You got your set bonus, boosting your eye level. We were 606 or so last time I got to chat with you, so hope you found some advancement, or at least some stat upgrades here. I'm gonna work on getting some buff food going, and we're gonna work on enchanting this week, gonna work on cooking towards the end of the week at least. Want to knock these delves out, at least secure our max Great Vault rewards. That should be good there. Got to keep crafting here through engineering and alchemy. Oh, we're almost max level alchemy. Looking good. Let's try for our potion upgrade of the day. Cool. We've got our max quality potions. And we'll go for our flask. Craft. Horse. You guys know how it is. Hop on every day. Try to get a little stuff done in game. And eventually you get to max. I think we're right there today. We might get our max alchemy, which will help us, because then we're just going to go for first crafts, get our knowledge points out of everything that we can craft down the list. We'll be done here on the main for alchemy. Ooh, let's concentrate. Why not go for a good craft there? Nothing but silver. What can we neutralize? Maybe some healing potions. Not too much luck there. How about some higher quality ones? We're looking for this experimentation. There we go. And that might give us the boost we need. Or max level. Boom. There it is. All right. Formed Artisan. Obtain maximum skill points in 5 primary professions. So it looks like we've got some pretty cool transmog gear to go with that. Let's get rid of the alchemy equipment. Check that out. Here it is. Formed artisan set. Looking pretty good. Kind of the same as one of these other sets there, but might be cool for a different character. We'll stick with our tier set for the moment. And we've got enough invisibility pots and water breathing pots. So let's get into it today with the delves. Back to Gundergaz. We'll head south for that coffer key shard quest. Still looking to pick up some more bisque pieces here for the mage. I think we have a couple opportunities in raid still. Silken Court, we can pick up the champion bracers, the champion feet, the neck piece, but we've got a hero neck piece, so that we'll see a better one. We've got the waterworks to go on today as well. Single target build. Maybe we should take care of this one first and then head down, grab the key shards. Since we got Flask and the mana oil cooking already. Let's get our food buff. We'll get right into it tonight. So I made a lot of progress this week on some alts. Pumped about that. Am I liking the new setup? I like it so far. We're kind of turned around monitor-wise. What are we doing here? Workers rescued. I was struggling with power a little bit, but I think I got it figured out. And then I actually have a buddy that went to school for photography and video editing, and it's been helping me with getting some lighting set. So I've got to try out some more tips that he's got. But no, all in all, I mean, pretty good. Made out pretty well on Prime Day. We got our upgraded microphone, so I think overall looking good. We'll see how the YouTube videos and the podcast stuff turns out. I'm going to start ramping that up, and hopefully that's at a higher caliber, higher quality. So what do you think? Any feedback on your end, Noble? Am I prettier? What do you got for me? I think we can invis past these. And go and rescue some other workers. Yeah, it definitely gives me more space in my office too, which I'm pumped about. This was my original plan as far as my setup goes. And I designed the, whatever you want to call it, video streaming, YouTube scene previous to getting my computer set up. And that was a big no-no because my um, internet is actually in the room across the way. Definitely more polished feel. Can tell that the camera quality or lighting quality has changed a lot. Yeah. Yeah, it's a big upgrade. What, I thought we saved this guy. So my internet is across the way through a wall. And I moved into my house and got my stuff down into the office space. I think I might need to backtrack and go pick up a little air purifier here. We'll run around. Please, may I have another? Here we go. Moved in, got all my stuff downstairs, and I was like, all right, I want to sign in. I was like, oh my gosh, I've got to run my Ethernet through wall if I want Ethernet access. And then I was running into the same power issue that I had now. And I said, you know what, just for speed to hop on with buddies, I'm going to set up across the room. And did so quickly. And now I probably hadn't pulled out my like bookcases and cleaned my computer filters and everything for probably 6 months. And I was like, all right, it's time. Let's set up for YouTube and for streaming in the space that I had originally kind of thought out in my mind. There were definitely a couple hurdles, but again, being able to grab some new lighting with Prime Day and take some time to clean some stuff out was a big win. Just feels better, you know. Declutter, clean up, say, do I really need this on my desk? And I like that more polished feel, like reroute your cords. And I've got a bunch of these little connectors, you know, where you just tie cords up and kind of clamp them a bit, not too tight. Of course, you don't want any of your electronics really spun up, bound really tightly over time, but everything is polished up, you know. You've got the same. Looking forward to your new PSU coming in so you can get your setup cleaned up as well. Yeah. It's time, you know. Holidays coming up. You want to be able to just come home, kick back with the family, play some games. We've got WoW anniversary coming up. And it just worked out where I had some time and availability to do it. And definitely with your support and everyone else's support over the last month with stream, I was like, all right, let's put a little resource into what we got going on and see if we can boost the quality and bring things together. I'm loving the new mic. Just makes it a lot easier. My last mic wasn't, again, just, you use the best word, like polished. There was varying grades of sound quality based on what was going on in my house. You know, kids running around upstairs, I felt like I would kind of like pull back on it, because if I was, you know, speaking a certain way or getting a lot of, I don't know, like momentum into my voice capture, you could sometimes capture that. I don't know. This is just more like level throughout. And I don't think about my mic anymore. That, I suppose, is probably the biggest advantage. Is just being able to say, okay, like 9 times out of 10, it's sounding pretty good. Or my other mic, it was maybe 6. And I would have to sit in a certain position or be at a certain distance. I was constantly moving my mic around, stuff like that. And the quality was changing based on where that was situated. But that's, you know, that's what's going to happen in a 10-year-old piece of equipment. So All right, I've got to pick up the air purifier, even if it pulls some more mobs. Do some cooldowns here. So yeah, we're looking a little better, feeling a bit better. Oh no. And then this guy shows up. Let's try to get the other mobs down, because if he kills us, which probably will happen, we'll at least have that set up a bit. Aha, gotcha. Gotcha, nerd. Tricked you. I don't know the play on this. I think there's like a... You just run from him and he drops his whisker occasionally. I don't know if they fixed that up. But... I'll get to your chat in a moment. I will, for sure. But we've got a demon bug that has decided to step into our delve. I got him to a certain health spot before. Oh, yeah, I'm going down. And he dropped... Oh, he did drop his whisker. Okay, awesome. So we've got the respawn. We're right here. And he dropped us a map, I think. Which is huge, actually. Oh, let's pick up this air purifier. Huge for the week to get a free map. Oh, I didn't get one, though. I suppose it's just a chance. Spoke too soon. You need to upgrade your mic at some point. Haven't been playing much in groups recently, so you put it on the back burner. Might be a holiday purchase, yeah. Well, I hope you find one that you enjoy. That's in your price range. And yeah, I never really worried about Discord or anything, but the second you start making some videos or streaming, broadcasting in any way, you want to make sure that, as Zephyr has said, your voice is soothing. There aren't any problems. The highs aren't too high, the lows aren't too low. The popping is minimal. All that good stuff. So I guess we wait for another air purifier. I wish there was a way to get a new one. Like the other version of this, you can stomp with the boots. This one you gotta just like run around in circles till you run out, I guess, and then please. There we go. Just seems kind of odd that they wouldn't just make it like if you click on the air purifier, you can refresh it. And I know you can like drop it so you can, you know, reserve your power, but just let me like rinse and refresh mine. That's all I'm asking. It's too much.
Careful! The totem's power will drain whenever you take a step.
All right, so now we're here at Waxface. So that was a huge quest to get over here. We ran into Zekfir, beat the crap out of us, and now we're ready to kill Waxface here. Not full on Spy Masters. Let's get our food buff again. And yeah, we got, you know, the new world version coming out. A couple of my buddies are aiming to try that, so we might see a bit of that. I was just saying, like, oh, wow, I wish that I was streaming during that because it was just a different experience, a ton of fun. And they're all like, let's go back. Let's do the leveling again, which arguably the best part of New World was leveling. I don't know if you played it at all. It definitely was pretty good. And they cleaned up how awful the process was. Because you used to, sit for, 20 hours chopping down trees. Now it maybe only takes like 6 or something. So we'll see if we can get some pals going for that. And use our group shield here. We're going to be looking to get a new air purifier here. We are doing some damage right now. Remember when we used to struggle on this like so badly? Now it's a dream. Well, we learned to use our alter time. I mean, that's all it is. Learn to be a mage. When your coworkers started playing it and asked if I wanted to jump back in with him, it was hard to find groups for endgame content when you were playing. Yeah, the game wasn't good, so it definitely was hard to find groups. I was like my server first Thorpe kill, and the subsequent dungeons, whatever it was, the Jade area. We got to it first. We were just like, we were on top of the game. Honestly, I devoted a lot of my free time to that, and I don't think I can do it the same way with the babies this time. But, oh, not this again. We just got this out of our last delve. Can you just give me a break, game? At least they've shaved down the leveling experience, not being so taxing. That's the word we'll use. Soulbound. Soulbound. No upgrade, but we did get, another one done. We'll go down and do this quest for the important keys. I don't really know if there's a point in focusing keys anymore. I think, well, yeah, I mean, you get your maps, your map loot. So, I mean, I guess it's worth opening until I have no more veteran pieces. Then after that, we'll just hold them for literally only if we have a map. So yeah, I'll have to keep in touch closely here this next week. Let's try to get on the same server. Even if I don't play and we continue with the WoW content, if the game is just like not up to snuff and people are not loving what they've put down in this new update, which I don't know anything about it, to be honest. We're just going to kind of be in a holding pattern. But at least there's stuff to do now. Like the mutation dungeons, they added and polished that up. There were like only a couple dungeons originally. Hopefully they're adding more with PvP. Having the one outpost rush map type was like laughable, that we had one PvP experience for an entire MMO design, and then a few dungeons to do. It would be fun to get into the end game if it's cleaned up and there's more available, you know? Those got old quick for PvP. Yeah, exactly. And as much as you want to say, oh, there's like all these new weapons and whatever, like, come on. You know what I want to see is like the musket become competitive in PvE. It was fun. In PvP, it was so fun. I mainly played spear and bow. It was an incredible combo in PvP. If you could hit your target correctly, they were stunned for like 3 seconds and then poisoned right off the bat. And it was really rough for anyone to recover from a good spear bow combo. And then I think in PvE I was tanking. And that was cool to like learn all the mechanics and have aggro and all that. Eventually I got to healing, and then I was doing like ranged fire staff, because that was literally the only way to do ranged DPS that was viable. Like Void Gauntlet got added, and that was something. Had a company called Bards of Lilith, one of your buddies. We were in the Lilith server. Our end game was getting the best instruments and playing them in starting towns. A lot of good relaxing nights doing that. Oh yeah, that's cool. See, that's like one of the things that was so fun about the game, is because you could create those like dynamic moments that many games have them, but that one was kind of interesting because the servers were smaller. At least mine was. So we like knew who people were and what was going on the majority of the time. Like you could kind of like scout where people were and stuff. But yeah, much like you posting up in towns, we had the gators in our original zone. What was it called? It was like the reef area. I don't know. I don't remember well enough because we eventually took over everything. But we started, and the people who were like big on our server was called Podesta. The people that were big on our server, top company originally, got the main city. And then they were like making alliances with people to decide who they were going to allow to purchase the other territories, because they were going to claim it or something. They had like the most manpower, whatever, however the initial stuff went down. We just like swooped in. We were like a no-name company. We had like a band of good loyal players, even though we weren't like super numerous. We were always online, and we had like a really tight group where everyone was pretty good. So we could outfight other companies based on coordination. And we quickly went from like being this small company to owning this territory. And then the big company on the server quit, and we took over all the territories, and I was like the main general shot calling all of the wars. And we were on defense every single day, defending from wars. And then we became the people that were kind of guiding, you know, the other companies with their towns and stuff. And eventually the server got, you know, cleaned up and merged into another one because we had complete domination of our server. And at one point it was like the taxes were too much because the player base was gone. So we just like started letting cities go, and people were mad about that. I think before we all quit the game, we like turned the taxes up as high as they could go. And because we knew like they had announced that the server was going to die and there was only a couple days left or something. And we were like, you know what? Let's just make it a hell on Podesta. And we turned the taxes all the way up, and no one could like sell or do anything. And then we all just signed out, and that was it. But it was like meetings after meetings, everyone jumping on Discord. Like they were so serious about this game. And it ended up being where like the leaders of the big company got in a fight one night and just like bombed their company, sold everything, and then just like left. And I was like, well, that's it. So it's exciting to hear that you had a more casual time focused on song and dance compared to our crazy like political thing. But there were some interesting characters for sure playing New World. I have to say that it was probably one of the games where I met the most odd people. And there was this guy on our server that was in one of the other companies, and we would go toe to toe a couple nights a week, just 1v1s. And he would win some, I would win some, and I would just sit and protect our like alligators or the things that gave you, you know, progress for the other faction. And that was the whole game for me. Just protecting alligators, keeping people from progressing to flip the war. So we would just sit there and just hang out all together and just like 1v1 on the beach and find people. It was so fun. We had musket squads that would just like spot people from a distance, and just like 3 or 4 of them would just start firing at once. It was such a cool dynamic because there wasn't like a planned thing for PvP. It was kind of just like you were flagged up, and sometimes you were outmatched, sometimes you had the numbers, and it was just super rewarding to like hold a city, take a city, whatever. I dislike the war aspect of it though. I could go on and on about it, but I felt like the wars got so old. They were so cool at first, right? And then when you're defending like 3 times a day or something, it's like, oh, you get lost. And we had some wars where like people barely signed up, and we would like lose a point, and I'd be like, well, whatever. I think like 1 or 2 of the wars we lost a point. Everything else we just held, and I would just sit in chat. Releases on the 15th. I think like the 14th at like 8:30 Eastern or some like weird, or Pacific. I don't know. I have to look back at Discord. This one of my buddies just posted it. New World Eternum downtime. Oh, it's downtime will begin 8:30 Pacific on the 14th. They'll open at 6 a.m. Pacific on October 15th. Yeah. So we'll get into it, man. We'll get into it. I'm excited. But I just want to, you know, reserve my spot, sign in, and see where we go from there. Spiral Weave. I feel like we just did this one and it wasn't too horrible. I want to do this one because we've got a quest for it. And Earthcrawl Mines. We get 4 bountifuls a day, right? Get one in each zone. So maybe I'll just do them all up. That'll be tonight. I've got to keep things kind of short tonight. As my wife is working tomorrow, so I'll be on baby patrol from the middle of the night to the morning. So maybe knock delves out, and then tomorrow we can work on some of these raid type activities slash mythics. Hoop got pretty far along. I think he's heroic eye level now. All right, we've got to flask and mana oil here. Yeah, he messaged me that he'll be on this weekend. Zephyr is almost max level, I think. He was 68, working on it. I just need to catch him online so you can help him get some gear. Yeah, that's kind of going to be my primary. And I've got, whether I got tanks or my paladin healer, I think we have the ability to gear share a little bit. Yeah, just doing some group content, starting to learn the fights. We were working on getting him up to speed with interrupts and trying to focus that. So those are super important. Okay, so just the small guys are required here. Let's try to navigate this. Yeah, we're just kind of making upgrades like day to day, week to week, trying to get things going. I obviously added all of my keybinds to my bars. I think that's going to help. Just having a bit quicker response. I don't think I can invis past this guy. So we're going to have to just go for the fight. Got my spy masters up. Use that on this guy who's empowered. No ints, stand in the fire, easy DPS guide. Yeah, exactly. Stand at anything that heals the boss, just to make the fight a little longer so everyone can get their hits in, you know? That's all it is. All right. So he explodes on death. Yeah, you know the way. Get B-res, make sure to accept it and die again. Yeah, like wait until there's an AoE on top of you and accept it. Like right there, accept it right before you get hit with the skill. Just to test if your healer is responsive or not. I was reading some forum posts. Someone just posted healers are the most oppressed like role. And I was like, wow. But yeah, when you're talking like that, kind of feel it, but I'm pumped. We're going for a full class fantasy of Disciplined Priest. Like, I'm gonna get there eventually. It is like bottom tier, the most challenging. Like, I'm going for it. I'm going to level it up. It's level 7 right now. Undead female discipline priest. And that's where we're headed. Just so you guys know. This mage life has to end. I cannot keep doing it. It's too good. I'm getting Bisque gear out of my vault. Like, we're done. We're done. I cannot. No longer are we going to advance in the game. I just don't want the healer to get bored is all. Yeah, I mean, that is valid. That's like the number one risk to completing things in the game. Is if your healer gets bored, they'll quit. So you got to keep them just healing so they never even think about anything other than like panic, right? If they start to relax or feel like they're getting better, that's immediately when they stop playing the game. It's as simple as that. Yo, this guy just gave me 5 gold. And they said you needed friends in this life. All you need is Bron. Gives you gold. He whips fish at you. There's nothing better. We need to get these guys? Just hostages rescued. Okay. That obviously isn't a hostage. Let's invis and get our bearings here. Don't step on eggs. Don't step on eggs. All right. I think we can save this guy. We've successfully made it past a few. This guy's coming for us. No doubt. It's a little pot in the corner for us. Go touch that. Someone said delves aren't that fun. Come on. It was me. It was me last stream, I'm pretty sure. A 30 on Spy Masters. Can't superpower it yet. So what do you feel about the Zekvir change? The first difficulty not counting towards the Great Vault. I think that was an L by Blizzard. 100%. I think it was like a really nice way for alts to do delves. And it respected the progress that you made early on by grinding a ton of delves, that you're able to pick up your gear from Renown, get like 600 eye level-ish, and then you were able to complete a challenging fight, right? And I think them taking that out just to be like, oh, it was too quick, and to force you to do level 8 bountiful delves for, 8 a week. Like, delve gearing was not an issue. So I really am against it. You're gonna hate this, but you didn't know it was a delve until after the change. No, that's fine. I knew like the day before, right? And I had done like 2 or 3 fights on my mage. It was tough. It took 5 minutes as opposed to 15. But I earned the ability to do that fight, right? Like I did my delves, right? I did it. And yeah, so then I was like, oh, cool. Next week is going to be a breeze. Like, we're going to get the things that we need. And then they changed it. And I was like, well, this stinks. Because now I have all my other characters that, if I just want to play 4, right? I want to play all the roles. Range DPS, melee DPS, healer, tank. Like, I'm sorry. I'm not going to do 8 bountiful delves on my healer, right? So then you're doing mythic content, which they fixed that. So now we have a normal progression ladder in mythic, huge win. But for me to say like, hey, I've got this way to spend 5 minutes doing delves and get my Great Vault for the week, like doing something 8 times throughout the week, I think that's fine. Yeah, make someone do something 8 times if it rewards the best stuff in the game. But kind of just pulling the rug out. Like why make the fight, why make it have multiple difficulties if it doesn't count for anything anymore? So like what, so I do the first one for fun or something? I don't know. An achievement? Now it's meaningless, right? Like why not just grind up to level 10 or whatever, and then do the second difficulty and then never do delves ever again? Like their goal is to have players engage with the new content type instead of making it a fun, repeatable activity that gives you a reward for you had to climb the ladder to get to this fight. Now you have the ability to grind this fight out on your account, and it respects that progress that you made. They're like, never engage with delves again, because now we're going to make it to where you have to do a really annoying activity 8 times a week to get the maximum gear. And I think the same thing's happening with this anniversary event. They just don't know where their player base is, right? Like, you're celebrating 20 years of players being invested in your game. Not only should you give that event a bunch of effort, but also you should make it fun, rewarding, exciting, right? Here's my thought on it. Every single person that participates in the anniversary event could get all of the class sets for every character by running through like the raid or whatever this event mode is, right? Doing the quest line or whatever. You get every single tier set unlocked. Then if you want the matching weapons, you can do a low soft grind on those characters to loot the weapons. Right? Now you've got the matching cool sets and you've got the weapons. And you look sweet. Everyone's doing this content because they've already earned something by jumping in and celebrating WoW. Then you can do a soft grind for something that's cool. Everyone will look good, and you'll see people in the open world with this new cool set, and you'll say, hey, you know what? I actually want the weapon for this. You grind everything out. You've got a couple months to do it, whatever. You get all of these cool things. And whether you're playing for one, point in time to get the Death Knight set or whatever, and Death Knight weapon, or you've done it on every class throughout your account, people were invested in that moment in the anniversary event. What they should do is, if you participate in the event, every single person should automatically get a month of game time or something tangible for the player base, right? And it does 2 things. It celebrates WoW in the one regard, but it also then helps with their player retention problem. If you give these people cool item sets, fun content that's well designed, and then top it off with some like, thanks for being our customer for 20 years. Here's some game time. Guess what? Now you've got players that want to log in because it's fun, engaging, and they've just got this cool set, and they're going to say, where can I go next? what else can I get? How else can I make my character good, you know? And I think they're totally missing the entire point of having an anniversary event. If they're going to make it into the Radiant Echo, you know, oh, I just got crushed. If they're going to make it into this Radiant Echo grind that we just saw and make it incredibly restrictive and then, you know, combo up with the whatever the stupid XP bonus thing was that they just gave everyone for the War Within. Oh, if you do it on one character, then the next time you get a token discount or whatever. Yes, they're doing that again. Like it's a different version of the same thing. You have to grind 37 tokens through quests and events every week for the duration of the event. You cannot earn enough tokens to get everything that the vendors sell just based on time, unless there's some like, oh yeah, this quest you you know, start the event out and you get like 2,000 or something. Okay, so we can't let him touch us. We can't touch the spikes. I've not done this one before, I don't think, or this version of it. So we've got some stuff going on here with this boss. We're going to keep moving. There's obviously some ads. Yeah, so everything that I've read about the event has made me been like, why are we doing this? Why are you turning this thing that's supposed to be fun and celebratory for the player base into a mandatory grind? Like, what are you afraid of? People getting cosmetics? Oh, they're getting too many cosmetics too easily. What are we gonna do? Like, I think they're just lost. They're absolutely lost in the sauce. So it just kind of goes back to me just thinking they don't really get where the player base is at with their reward structures and being like, yeah, we want to play the game, but we don't want to log in for 3 months straight chasing these rewards only for you to be like, actually, we know we made these really cool things, but you can't earn enough to even get them. So, right. It'll take everyone's fun away from the fun, and it'll turn it into this race to, you know, preserve your ability to have the cool armor set. That's limited edition. That, like, when will we see it again? Oh, in the trading post or something a year from now as a returning thing. Like, I just think they're missing out on an incredible opportunity to keep people in the game and bring some people back. There are definitely people who haven't played who like really liked those tier sets who are like, you know what? I'm gonna jump back in. There's like a, you know, model update for one of the best sets, in my opinion. And then they're gonna hop in and check it out. And at that point, you should say, here's a month of game time. Like, what is it gonna cost them? You know, whatever. Their bean counters could put a number to it. I just think that would give players the ability to enjoy the game, come back, get a month of game time. They're going to use 2 or 3 weeks of it to participate in the event. You've got your servers rich with people because you've given them this, you know, reward, and then maybe they resub. Ooh, this is good. Prismatic socket. Champion level. It's not our best. I don't know if we can get, like, I don't know what the loot table looks like for delves, but I don't think we can get our best gear in game in here. Or just like even the mythic sets or anything like that. Oh, here was a little rare bonus we could have used. Oh, cool. Yeah. Max health upgrade. That would have been nice. I wish WoW handled the loyalty a bit differently. Kind of how Guild Wars 2 does a birthday gift or something. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool. But yeah, like they're losing it on the loyalty front. Or just like getting people invested, right? If you're not subbed and they want people to come celebrate the 20 years of community that this game has had, it's really confusing for them to create a grind-based reward event and then like tell the world about it. Because no person is going to be like, cool armor set, I'm coming back to WoW. And then they read how to get it and they go, never mind. Why would I invest my time in that? It's going to take how many weeks? When I can only get, half of the stuff that the vendor sells. If I play religiously that entire time. And whatever. Maybe that's like a really rough kind of statement. I'm sure it's more than half. I'm sure there's just like a couple of things you can't get. Or like, again, they're going to make it to where you log in every day and do everything. Then yeah, you can get all of the items or something. But who's gonna want to do that other than me? All right, so we've got, what was that? 2 delves down, 2 to go. We got some time. We're okay. Got to do this one over in Alafal and then clean it up. The last one, because I think we're kind of closer if we take our flight path from here. Yeah, maybe they'll change it in the upcoming days, but the forums are on fire for this event plan. Don't forget DMF buff for your alts and rep this weekend. Oh, okay. Yeah. That was pretty helpful. I like originally was like, I'm not going to put in the work, and then I just started doing it, and that the 10% is it, I think, XP boost and rep. It was actually quite helpful. So, when's that start up? Soon? No. Saturday night? I don't know how that reads. 11:59 p.m. Oh, it runs for quite a while. Ends tomorrow night. Oh, it ends. I thought it was starting. So it's active right now. Yeah, okay. So I've actually just been doing time walking. Thought it just started. Looks like I'm a week behind. Yeah. I mean, there's too much going on with all of this. Brewfest, Darkmoon Fair, time walking. Like, calm it down a bit, But yeah, I'll jump over there if I get some moments on No, I don't want to go in there. I just want to pick up these safety gloves. Let's go do a delve we've never done before. That sounds fun to me. We're delving. Just one of those weeks, yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter. We got a base 25% at all times. I mean, it's nice and all, but I don't feel like I'm in a spot where anything is suffering at the moment. Like, I'm missing a buff or I'm doing any of these things. Like, I have so much to do in game, so many characters to play, and professions are finally like looking good. And I'm not really worried about it. I feel like if it was like really difficult to level, I would be more invested in going and picking up that buff. But like, I'm doing a couple dungeons and doing like time walking for the token, you know, boost or whatever, and just like leveling up. Being able to just hit Q and go work on skinning or something. Launched across chasm on ballista. Okay, whoa. Supplies recovered. So, oh, that's just like kind of right there. It's the best way to do that. We invis. Gotta kill this guy. Yeah, so I've been getting in queue, going in like working on skinning or going in herbing. And the queues are like 2-3 minutes for time walking this week. Good XP boost, doing like one and then moving through the account. Kind of my role for time walking. Can I hope I don't aggro below me. Okay. Shadow barriers dispelled. Did I get an interactive? Or is it this?
Those ships are coming for us.
No. Maybe if I get close to it, get an item. Ah, there's like a little thing here. All right, looks like we're fighting. Yeah, I've been doing just the one dungeon for the token, or the quest for the, what is it now? They changed time walking too this week. Like 200, 300 tokens on each character after the initial one. It's like 500 for the initial quest turn in, and then okay, so we can't stand in the bubble at all. Cool. There's one. Oh, there's a little lost supply up there for a buff. Let's grab that.
Nice fight.
Grab some XP here. Res crystals. It's always funny coming into these after like never doing them, but also getting to max delves. Max level delves. Because there's just a bunch of XP laying around for the followers. Let's kill this guy. All right. Invis is so huge in these. Like, Mage was such a good choice for a main. I cannot say it enough. And Mechanome, you know it. Top tier. You know it. Mechanome is the best. Is the best. Best transmogs. Best in the game. You know, I got a lockbox yesterday. I opened it with my pinky. Yeah. Try to do that on a human. Mm-hmm. Nah, none of that in chat. We're not a 0. We're huge. Anyone that says Mechanome is not the best, I just immediately don't trust them anymore. They're just not a good judge of character. All right. So we're halfway there on opening up these genie lamps to make the purple go away. Do we do this rare? Can't trust a gnome. Mechanomes are even worse. I don't know, man. I think I'm all right.
All's quiet, Commander.
Let's fight. I wasn't ready, guys. You know what I'm kind of disappointed about with Mechanome is the lack of anything to do with the water breathing. You'd think that would just be the baseline. I'm half robotic, yet I've got trouble. Like no boost to water breathing at all. I'm gonna kill the healer first. That's the play. All right, what'd we get? Okay. Random item in combat. to do some damage or root or something. I'll take it. All right, Bron, go get that. Go get that. Oh, look at him go. Here's the ranking. Mecha Gnome, female dwarf. That's it. In reality, it's female undead, Mecha Gnome, female dwarf. Anything else, there's just no point. Is this how you got the false in your name? Yeah. That was it. That was a good one. No one's ever used that against me before. This delve is not fun. There he goes, catching me some fidge. Goes, yo. Here's this fish. I'm gonna whip it at your forehead. Catch of the day. Let's get some kills on these guys. Oh no. Here we go again. I don't know. What's your favorite favorite class race combo in the game? I guess I generally base like everything on the buffs that the racials give, but all right. It's number 5. Got a little Ron XP over here. Res crystals. Human rogue. Night elf monk. You know what? I think night elf rogue. You kind of were there, but it's a little off. Yeah. Night elf rogue. It's probably the like if you were to see one just fresh player to the game, like a good looking night elf rogue, I feel like you'd be like, yeah, this game's sweet. That's a good combo. Night elf mohawk? Ah, no. That's low on the list, like negative points. All right, here we go. Let's get the kills here. Throwing it back, yeah, exactly. Talk about anniversary event. Gonna start throwing some boogie bombs at us before the boogie bombs existed, you know. That was such a weird campaign. Like WoW has had some of the weirdest like advertising. Remember what they used to do like cable commercials with celebrities? Yeah, grind for a helm. For like a really disgusting looking. Like, just was not designed really well. I wonder if that's still in the game. It's got to be, right? But like in someone's bank somewhere. I'm sure they've got it. We just got leg upgrades for sure. We did. I think we might have had some in the Warband bank. We'll check. So I'm gonna go back to Donegal anyway. But oh wait. I lied. I'm not gonna do that because we got some quests to turn in here. What was I thinking? But I was waiting to get champion legs because mine are veteran and then upgrade them. But I was like, I don't have any of the runed crests. So I was like, well, there's no point in putting on worse legs. But now I think I'm earning enough runed crest to actually do an upgrade. I know I can like just do Valor Stones to get to where I'm at. But I might have not had past veterans. So we might have just got like a nice leg upgrade from that one. Didn't get another trinket, so obviously we're ahead of the game. Didn't get the same trinket 3 times in a row.
Well-crafted equipment is essential.
Res crystals. Okay, now we're ready to go back. Chuck Norris, Ozzy. It was a different time. Yeah, it was just... Did it work? I think like a couple people probably were like, yeah, cool, I'll check it out. Bought the game. And they're like, this is not Black Sabbath. Like, what? This is not as metal. But like him being a undead warlock, for sure. That's as metal as it gets. That's what I need to be doing. Instead of playing this Mechanome, I need to be an undead discipline priest. Like, it's so perfect. Shadow, holy, you're balancing. Being dead, but not really dead. It's the best. Burst mastery, crit strike mastery. And we want burst mastery on legs. So this is... It's not perfect, but like this is pretty good. As an upgrade. This one I probably looked at and was like, yuck.
My things.
Then I thought, oh, maybe I could just like catalyst this over. But I think I would save a catalyst for a hero upgrade to retain my set bonus. Because the legs aren't part of that. Cool. Let's get a little stat shuffle here. It's kind of going well. Do want to upgrade my ring. I'm not going to see a better one this week, most likely. Most likely. Because it's deep in the raid. Comes off of the last boss. Chances of getting the heroic last boss done in raid. Are undead DKs double dead? That's a good question. I don't know how that happens, right? Because weren't undead from a different type of death magic than the DK death magic? I want to say there were like some other rules. I might be wrong. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like the Death Knight was just like the foot soldier, like you got the domination treatment. You weren't like you're being resurrected and you have your own type of will and whatever else. There's a lot going on with that situation that I'm not super familiar with. I need to upgrade this ring slot too. Maybe we'll get it out of Mythic. Necrotic's not horrible. Case verse. What do we get? We just got a ring. Crit Strike Mastery. Like, obviously, I have all this gear that I can upgrade by playing the game, but I just refuse to play the game. So, it's making it really tough.
My directive.
Talk about an unlucky few lives. Yeah, like if you were like...
Many wares.
Could you imagine that? You're like a normal human, right? You die. You become a Death Knight. You die. Then you become an undead. And you're just getting ripped from the grave. And you're like, oh, God, not again. You gotta be kidding me. And meanwhile, Blizzard is like, by the way, there's this great event going on where you can grind. We've set up 4 daily quests that give you 1 currency each. If you just repeat this process for 3.5 months straight, you can absolutely get a war-bound unequip neck piece. Almost as bad as the first 2 days of pre-patch for this expansion. Yeah, that's right. You can get a cosmetic neck piece. Cosmetic trinket. Don't worry, it's tier 2. We designed it specifically for you.
Inquiring minds just got to know.
You got it. All right, let's see these pants. They make us good at the game? I don't know yet. There's an event that runs once per hour, and if you catch every single event, you can't buy all the items. Also, the event is once per hour. That is no respawns. If you do this event once per hour, you can get loot once per hour. And then once per hour, you have a chance to... What should it be? Maybe they go through that process when they're creating these events. They just like get in a room with everyone and they're just like, let's put the worst things in a hat. And people just take turns pulling things out. And let's see if we can smash it all together and make everyone miserable. Dumbfounded when you found out that it was cleared in 5 minutes, had to wait 55 minutes to try to get it the next time. Yeah. Yeah. Or like, what was it? Like Onyxia being broken was like top tier for me. Being like, oh yeah, based on the number of players. Okay, we're going to do a sharded activity. Based on the number of players, you summon whelplings. It's just like the old fight, except we're also going to fear you. And then we're going to spawn thousands of whelplings, and you can't do anything about it. Oh, and if you get feared, your character gets locked. Do I PvP? Not like well, let's say that. I haven't PvP'd competitively since maybe Shadowlands. I did okay a little bit in Dragonflight, but like Arena we're talking. RBGs I haven't done in a long while. I'm excited to actually try out the Blitz thing, but I'll probably heal in PvP. J stock over on Kick. Sorry if that was confusing, Noble. I started answering him just in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, Leroy Jenkins Simulator, right? So a lot of these events start with good intent, I think. They're like, oh, this is gonna be sick. Let's design this. They like write it in their journal or something, and they're like, this is gonna be sick. And they start doing it, and they're like, it doesn't work. Let's have some players beta test it. Oh, we can't? We just gotta... Okay, let's put it on the live server. But that's okay. I mean, we were talking about games getting people to beta test. Let's talk about New World again. They had a full, like, game hype, game release, game death, and now they're back. Being like, don't worry. We're bringing it to console. What do you think of that? It's got a new name. And just like, did they make another PvP map yet? The answer is probably no. Like, the next time around, it's going to be fresh servers. And you can do Outpost Rush. What do you think? Eternium or something. I don't know. I'm like not hyped at all for it. I think it's going to be a hot mess still. Worst memory from that game was this dungeon that had 2 dogs. Yep, that's right. Tanking in that game and died no less than 60 times in that one boss. Yeah, it was like the girl that was under Thorpe. She had the pups, and you just needed to like focus the one while the other was distracted. You had to just like kind of kite Isabel, maybe something like that. Yeah. You like couldn't get hit by the dogs like Scratch or Thrash or something, or you got like bleed and couldn't really be healed out of it. It was pretty simple, right? It was like just wait for the tank to get aggro. Don't start DPSing right away, or like it gets all messed up and the dogs start going wild. Oh, here we go again with these guys. I'm not gonna fight them. I don't want to fight them. I don't need your buff, guy. That spider web is bugged. The guy just cleared it. Yeah, these were the targets where you could wait for them to do the Aegis, and then you could steal their shield. Oh no, he threw Bron off. Look at him come back. Holy shit. I've never seen him do that. That was awesome. Can you not steal it anymore? No, you can. I just interrupted it. That's all. I just forgot that they existed. I'm hoping you can still steal it. 'Cause it was a fat shield you got for free. I'm just happy I'm earning a bunch of scrap, dude. I was getting pretty low, and I scoured my scrap or whatever. Oh, well, that's unfair. They should have gotten hit by that cart and lost all their health. But it reset. I realized all of the first crafts, or like many of the engineering recipes, require scrap. So I was like, I'm gonna scour through here and grab all these free parts and mats. And I was like, I can't craft anything. I just used all my scrap. So it's nice to be getting it back. Because short of dungeon grinding and world questing, I don't really see where you pick up a bunch of it.
Look around. There's treasure here.
All right. So I'm working my way through this. Got a few more guys to rescue. Use a soft invis potion to get past that grouping. Didn't want to use my big cooldown. There he goes, resetting. Come on, game. All right, entered the shield again. So yeah, we'll be doing that Isabel fight again. I'm certain of it. This one we can invis past. Now I'm going to teach you how to be a solid mage. Here we go. You ready for it? Get rid of our curse. Gotta stay still here. Just cast. Decurse on cooldown. Easy. Thought we were done. Yeah, there it is. I was like,
I'll give you a hand.
done too many delves, please. There it is, everybody. 616 across the board. Another week of delves. Done. Thank God. Ooh. Engineering. And we got shoes. They're probably better stat-wise. Haste mastery. I don't know. I think we just hold on to them. Not quite what we want. That worked out like time-wise. We've got our delves done. I was thinking we would need to spend a little more of the weekend doing some delvies.
I have many lucky do's you like.
But now we could just do some Dunions.
May your meat find
And raiding. We've got the time walking raid. I'm not sure. I know you can get champ pieces throughout raid. I'm not sure if it's kind of worth it on my main though. I would just maybe do the dungeons. This is worth 49 gold only. Damn. I guess it's a blue design, so that makes sense. I thought it was a good one.
I have calibrated my prices to be reasonable.
Maybe I want to get rid of the versatility on my boots. That might bring us over where we want to be haste-wise. Yeah, it's not really that big of a deal because we're not going to use rune slots on it anyway, or crests. Still some low gildeds, but now we could just run 4s and get to our season cap for mythic
Turn and peruse my inventory.
and just boost up all of our champ gear. And we'll just try to get like bis slots for that
deals for a friend of the Grumbles.
in grinding that. So we've got some choices here in what to do next for the mage. Special assignments are big for like res crystals, gold, all that good stuff. We've got to do our weekly cinder brew, but we'll get that on an alt most likely. So I think we're good on the mage for the moment. And then we're just going through doing time walkers. So then I'm wondering, should we go for the Darkmoon Fair buff? Now that Noble has recommended it. Or did we just go do some world quests while we're in queue? Why not both? Maybe.
We are a light in the darkness. Do you also hear Beladar's song? Our deeds give it strength.
I think math is world quest while queue. But what if we do all of it? Right? Like, what if we get teleported over there, sit on the little thing, get the buff? Then we do world quests.
Victory lies ahead.
25 copper. All of it, plus hat and damage buff. No. I don't care about any of that. I just want the rep. And XP. And I'm really only doing... Well, that's the problem, right? Like, I'm not spending enough time on each character, but I guess you keep the buff even if Darkmoon Fair is gone. So I guess it's worth it, right? Like, as long as I don't die in the run, I might have 10, 20 minutes left of the buff.
Oh, hello.
I would like a ticket book, please. But I'm just here for the token grind. I could get all of the mounts from time walking. And now I just need to have some tokens ready for gearing. Maybe towards the end of the week, I'll check some characters out. Because you can get some pretty beefy gear upgrades from the vendor there. And I do the warband rep bonus for climbing. I get a queue pretty quickly here. There it is. We'll see if we can retain this buff. I haven't played survival in quite a bit, so might not be pretty. Buckle in. If this guy denies, we could just do this quest, most likely. There it is. Quick, climb, climb. Can we go take a break? There we go. Survival is something. That's all I have to say about it. Really feel the XP buff we went for. I think we'll probably get our 71 out of this dungeon though. Should be good for another DPS. Nice. Kate. Get rid of the old DOA. feel like this one's taking pretty long. Been running these time walking dungeons in just a couple minutes. Probably my damage. Leave me alone, dude. There it is. Leveled up. Got my little token that I needed. Can finish this world quest maybe. Gotta go get the gear again. Just go to a dead end? Like what? Can't go anywhere? How, what? What's going on? That one just broke. Sometimes this game doesn't make any sense. There we go.
I have many, many wares.
Okay. My shoulders are way better.
To our friends. Farewell, friend of the Grummels.
Not sure what to take for my hero talent quite yet. I'd use the map and go turn in this prism over in Old Dalaran. We'll go do that.
Hello. Good luck, friend.
We'll leave that guy there. On to another hunter. Different spec. Get some stretching in. The in-betweens. And we were leveling this guy with Hoop, so got a bit of gear, a couple levels under our belt.
You like?
Running the Sentinel track. I'm not even gonna bother with the Darkmoon Fair buff.
Through the shadow. Do you also hear Beladar's song?
Maybe if I was playing longer on each character to like rest it or something. I want these warband rep quests. Like ride the disc. I mean, come on. Huge. 800 gold. Got a few quests we can do in each region. Maybe like one a character before we get a queue. It's huge. Especially when they're like, oh yeah, just go pick something up. Boom, this again, man. Hopefully we'll have a better time doing some more damage. Oh yeah, we're absolutely crushing it now. Just better gear, you know, not wearing BOAs. Oh, no way. MD the tank. This guy's trying to kill me. Comes the boss.
I am the greatest of my father's sons! Your ending of power and fear! Give me your worst! How can it be? Lash is not
Nice.
stronger!
Yo, Hunter is fun, man. Marksmanship, pretty fun. I've not really played Hunter in a long while. The Sentinel hero track feels good. It's all passives, but I mean, just their base skills feel good. Get a little shield on damage done. Your little eagle comes out and boosts your damage up. Gotta put like a focus target for a tank when I'm playing this. So I can MD a little easier. Like maybe I can make a macro. Sure, there's one for a quick tank target or something. Set focus. Let's do that anyway.
Who have destroyed my children? You shall pay! Nothing is wasted in the process. You will see. I will crush you beneath my feet. The master will
know why my focus target is that over there and I can't move it, but something to do with a different time, I guess. The base UI has gotten like so good without add-ons that I don't even feel the need to do many edits. But that also puts me in the space of not really knowing how to use it. And then I'm in a dungeon group. And like, how often do you have those instances where you need to like set a focus target or something? Right? It kind of happens only in dungeons or raids. You don't really need it in the open world. So then you're kind of like, well, I don't actually know how to do this. Wish they focused on helping out the animations for using guns. I know they might not like always fit in WoW, but feels good on a dwarf to have a gun. But like shooting arrows out of your gun just really doesn't feel that great. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Nice. We got gear. 502. Nice big increase. You do some major damage here. Oh boy. They picked him up. Can we go hard enough for this? I don't think so. I already feigned. No, I just had it on cooldown. To run back. It's literally right there, like 1 second away. Night Elf Warrior. They actually look pretty good. And let's try this again. Maybe don't pull the patrol. Just maybe. Ouch. Use my racial to get rid of the poison. I did not mean to pull that guy. If I can get the other charge. Nice. At least help mitigate that for the heals. Deny their poison stack. Just got your wallpapers changed back. Wallpaper engine broke and it was bugging you. Gonna go ahead and call it a night and have a good rest of the stream. All right, Noble, thanks for chilling with us, hanging out, tuning in. Always appreciate you in chat. Glad you got your stuff fixed up. But yeah, we'll catch up this weekend. We've got some more stuff planned for tomorrow to continue with helping some buddies level up. And yeah, enjoy the weekend yourself. Get some rest, refresh, and we will catch you in the next stream. Hopefully I don't get any more of these balls of lightning. Time walkers. They're just so long compared to the other ones. Boom. There it is. Go turn in another big token turn in. Yeah, we were working on this world quest. And marksmanship is super good in open world. You can just set that up to kill targets before they even reach you. It's huge. I can only imagine you can just insta-kill things once you get some good gear. All right, we're going to head back to Dornegal and put in this token here. Gotta go back to Old World Dalaran. Yeah, Hunter's looking good. For sure.
Can I assist you? Be careful.
Clean up our bags.
Many deals for a friend of the Grumbles. Like you, may your feet find good trails.
Did we have a tracker for... time walking? I don't think I created one for this week. That's okay. I think that's probably where we're going to call it here tonight, as I will be on baby duty. Tomorrow we're going to do a longer stream. Try to get some raid and mythic dungeon content done. Group up with the pals. Hoop should be on. Maybe Noble will be around, and Zephyr. So tune in for that. We're going to be doing some extra stuff here on stream to try to push our gearing and account progress through for some higher rewards this week. But I do thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks again for joining, and I hope you have a great rest of the weekend if I don't see you. But otherwise, I really appreciate it, and we'll catch you in the next stream, guys.